Bonjour guys, I'm still in Montreal and right now I'm on my way to get coffee. Right now it feels really good. Yesterday was a bit warm, but hopefully it'll stay in the 70s. So now I'm at Mile End and I walked into this boutique and I got this sick earring. Hello. This designer is inspired by modern architecture, which is like amazing because that's why I fell in love with like all the pieces by her, because I love modern architecture myself. But anyway, so now I'm on this like long street of shopping and I like spoke to the salesperson in the store for like forever, and she told me to come to this boulangerie, which is like across the street, and it's like, oh my god, it smells so good inside and there's so much bread and I'm just gonna get fat. So I made my way to downtown Montreal and I'm on my way to Essence. If any of you guys know, Essence is from Canada and they actually opened up this flagship maybe a few months ago, so I'm pretty stoked to see.
In a few weeks, I will get time to realize it's right before my eyes and I can take it. If it's what I want to do, I am leaving and this is starting to feel like it's right before my eyes and I can taste it. It's my sweet beginning and I can tell just what you want.
So I'm in the heart of Old Port, which is aka the most tourist part of Montreal. It's very apparent because, I mean, by the things that they sell here.
You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. And I can say it's what you want in the whole time.
So Old Montreal is basically like European inspired, but when you like look closely, it's mostly like tourist shops, like the souvenirs and stuff. And then, so before that, left Essence, really amazing store. Definitely check that out if you're in Montreal. It's not like a lot going on. It's 5 floors. Oh, the cafe part is like insanely really nice. It's all industrial and minimal, but each floor is just pop-up capsules of certain designers. And this coffee shop and I'm drinking kombucha, but get this flavor. The flavor is raspberry and maple syrup. It's literally the most Canadian flavor ever. I officially had a Montreal bagel and it was really good. So if you know New York, we're known for having bagels ourselves. So I was like, okay, I have to have a Montreal bagel, and it was also really good. So today feels really good, a lot cooler than yesterday, but what's a trip to a different country without trying their, was this in French? In glace? Pandan flavor. It's really good. Okay, so now I found myself a mini park, and I just remembered that, okay, so to get the ice cream, it was only cash only? Only cash only. It was cash only. And so I was like, crap, I don't have any cash because I didn't really bother bringing out cash for this trip. I almost did, but I was like, nah, probably not. I should have. And so I ran to the ATM and then gave them a 20, which meant I have cash, which means I have change. And the Canadian bill are like pretty colors, unlike the USD. and apparently these smell like maple syrup, so I'm gonna scratch and see. You know, I don't really know. Okay, so I googled it and it says that it does smell like it, but then some articles say that only the $100 bill smells like it. So I'm not entirely sure. This specific doesn't really smell like it. I have a 10 and a 5, and I didn't get to smell the 20 because I ran straight to the ATM to the ice cream parlor, so I didn't have time to scratch it or to rub it or anything. But it said that the smell like melts in heat, and that's why it smells like maple syrup. On another note, so I really want to find maple syrup lollipops. Hopefully I come across them. Now I'm on St. Helens Island, but coming up to this stop, there was a bunch of like kids, maybe around like my age, and just like people that are just young, and I was like, oh my god, why is there so many people? And then I realized that a load of them were carrying alcohol, and I was like, oh my god, I think they're going to the festival. So I was like, oh crap, because I remember at the hostel in their calendar thing, there was like a thing for a festival going on Sunday, and I was like, oh my god, I think that's it, and that's why there's so many people, and that was it. But I'm here to see the Biosphere, which is like this really cool structured museum. Structure is super cool. Oh my goodness, so I thought it was a glass sphere. It's actually not a glass sphere, because I was wondering how the Canadian flag right in there, right there, I was wondering how that was like blowing in the wind, and then I walked closer and it was not glass. It's just basically like a structure around the building, but it's a museum. I just wanted to see the building itself but not actually go in. I finally got off that island, and to and from the train was super packed with like kids going to and from the festival. But now I've made my way into Chinatown, because in NYC there's a Chinatown, and I've also been to the Chinatown in London, so why not check this one out? So the Chinatown here is not that big, but it's not that small. It's definitely way smaller than the one in NYC, but it's definitely a little bit bigger than the one in London. As far as cleanliness, it's cleaner than the one in NYC. I feel like the one in New York is the dirtiest, but the London one is the cleanest. So I just want to say that everyone here is so insanely sweet, because I just had two girls come up to me. It's just so sweet. So they like came up to me saying that they liked my style, and then we like talked forever. And I think people in Montreal are just so sweet and super friendly, and it's actually amazing. But I'm a little hungry, so I'm gonna head to this vegan restaurant. Restaurant called La Rosa, and the bartender, because I sat at the bar and ate my food, she was so nice, so helpful, so friendly. But so outside the restaurant there's like this whole thing going on, or was going on, and I don't know. So anyways, Montreal has a bunch of festivals here. I guess like a few days ago they had like the Jazz Festival, and then this weekend they had the comedy festival, and so that was going on here. I've been pronouncing the dish with the fries and the gravy and the cheese curds wrong. So the bartender pronounced it as poutine, whereas I pronounce it as poutine. another day in Montreal, and first things first, coffee. I'm making my way to Marche Atwater. Okay, so yesterday I saw a few people eating these like maple leaf lollipops, and then I realized later that is the syrup, and so I got this and I'm really excited to try. It's super dorksy, but whatever. And then I got a little honey thing, and then I got this, I don't know, sugar stuff that the lady said, aka it's just like all sugar, but hopefully it's good. I'm currently eating the honey. Just tastes like honey in candy form. Okay, so unlike Marche Atwater, it's like, I feel like it's more crowded there because it's like the main one of Montreal, but this is a little bit further, I don't know, I don't really know pinpoint, but also maybe because it's like 9 a.m. so there's like almost no one here. But also, in addition to the outside market, there's like the inside market, which is pretty cool because there's aircon. I was debating over getting a sock or one of these things. Okay, so I ended up getting an arancini, which is apparently like one of those like rice ball ricotta thingies. So I made a trek out to this, I don't know, this weird peninsula of nothingness. So I can see this apartment complex called Habitat 67, which was by this Canadian architect, Safdie. It's really far, but I love seeing different buildings in different cities. So even though it's a 15-minute walk from the bus, I think it's pretty worth it. The building itself is really cool. So there was a lot of signs that said private property, no trespassing. I most definitely trespassed. I have a curious mind. But I went inside like the complex itself, and oh my god, it was so good. So I'm back to civilization, aka back in the actual city of Montreal. Okay, so now I'm in Gay Village. I came over here because the other day I like stopped at the stop for a little bit, but I didn't get to browse. I was hoping that there were shops, but they're not the kind of shops I want to go to. And then I'm kind of thirsty, so I want to find something to drink, but also a lot of the places are bars, so they're like all closed. Okay, so I went and got a cherry slushy drink because I was mad thirsty, and the whole restaurant was like carnival theme. It was really cute and all until I needed to go to the bathroom, and I went to the bathroom and it like, the carnival theme went into the bathroom. It was dark and there were strobe lights and I had to be in the dark. So I walked into this place because it was super cute, and I said "une glace," which is ice cream in French, and I was like, ice cream. So I went in and I got this little cutie. It was cuter before I started eating it, but it's all vegan, even the taiyaki fish cone thing, and it's so good. So it's pink, but it's actually vanilla, or maybe coconut. No, vanilla with orange, so it kind of tastes like a creamsicle. Overall, Montreal does not remind me in any form or way of France at all. So all the articles that I read leading up to this trip saying that, oh, it's a mini France, not really. Take away everything that's in French and the language, and everything's just basically American. But it's still a lovely city regardless, so make a little trip here. But I'm going to end the vlog here. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!